an apex cover. Now the apex cover comes flat like this, alright? So obviously the pitch of every truss is different. So then what you need to do is you actually need to bend the apex cover to the appropriate angle of your truss, okay? And then you need to put it on the top of the truss. Okay. So there are 3 different sizes of apex covers, and they fit the different sizes of the flanges. The first one is the smallest one, and that is the apex cover 45 by 1.2 millimeter, and that is this one. And the 45 width here fits exactly onto the 44 millimeter there. The next one in the range is a little bit broader to fit your USC 140 by 1.6. So this is actually an apex cover 63 by 1.6 millimeter thick material. And then the largest one, which we haven't started rolling yet, but which will be available shortly, is the apex cover 78 by 2 millimeter. Okay. Now the difference between them is, besides the width, the smallest one like this simply goes onto the top of your truss, bent at the appropriate angle, and we've actually cheated and we've bent one at the right angle over here. So I'm just going to demonstrate how that goes on, and it simply goes on with 2 screws, so one on either side of the top, and we're going to put that in now. Okay, so that goes in. We've actually cheated a little, and we've pre-drilled the holes in the top chord of the truss as well, and they all normally would not be there. Okay, so that's what the apex cover looks like. And for the 64 millimeter cord, which has got a sloping member here, that's all that you need, just 2 screws. Okay. However, when you've got the top chord of the truss and it is an 89 or a 140 millimeter, then instead of this member sloping away, you've actually got a nice vertical member here. So what you would then do is, when you're putting this on, in addition to the 2 screws that you're drilling for the apex cover on the 64 millimeter, you would also put a single screw in over there and over there, one on either side. Just a single one on the one side only. The other side is also not screwable on this member. And then the third option is, when you've got the USC 184 by 1.9, then with that apex cover, you've actually you're going to put it on like that. You're going to put 2 screws in the top, 1 screw in this side, and because there's a nice deep depth over here, you're going to have a screw in there as well. And that apex cover will be pre-drilled with holes there, there and there. So you'll see where there's a hole, you fill it with a screw. One modification that we have introduced is that for your apex joiner plate, instead of having the wide rim tuck up underneath the bottom of the top chords, we've now swung it round so that the broad part actually faces underneath the chord like this. And so we're just turning around the joiner plate so that it's totally turned upside down. And the reason for this is that you've now got a more reinforced section across the joiner plate over there where there's a lot of compression forces. So that is our latest advice on how to put together the apex joiner plate.